today it's about a new package, preset package Bitwig Studio just released. It's called AudioFX Space, Time and Color. And you can install this by going to your dashboard, packages, extended collection, and then you can go to AudioFX here, hit install, and then you get a whole 150 plus audio effects delivered into your Bitwig Studio and can use it. So what I want to make this video about the preset I made for this package. I made multiple presets, and I think some of the presets maybe need some explanation. So in form of this tutorial here, and I want to show you what you can do with it and what was my thinking behind it. Use my code Polarity in the shop to save 10% on the price and support my channel. So first I describe you the problem what this preset tries to solve. So we have this casual drum loop here, which has a certain volume. And now usually you apply some processing. So for instance, we go for an EQ5 here and change the EQ settings. And watch this meter on the left side here. We are going to the red zone. So we are now in the red here. And what you usually do is you compensate for the gain increase of the EQ by reducing the output. Okay, so when you change the EQ again, you have to do it also. You have to also make sure the gain is right again. So you have to do it manually all the time when you change settings in your device chain. So I thought maybe it's better to have something like this, but automatically. Something like an auto gain, something like an very, very slow compressor or an intelligent gain tool or something like this. So I made a preset called reference level. You go to presets here, you can go to AudioFX Space, Time and Color, go to Polarity, then you go to reference level, there it is. So now we have this tool or this preset here installed, and you can see this first remote control called RevVol as an volume slider, volume knob. You can change the volume here, okay? So watch this meter on the left side. So I try to bring the average volume to the yellow zone here, which is pretty nice. And now this plugin or this preset tries to hold exactly this volume. Doesn't matter which change you make to the EQ5 here, okay? So watch again, watch this meter when I change the EQ setting, and remember that before we changed some of the settings here, we were in the red. So watch this. So there is no red clipping. We are still in the yellow zone here with the average level. Everything is pretty fine. And it also works in the opposite direction. It just needs some time. So now we are back in the yellow zone again, and we can start and add some additional audio FX tools here before the reference level, and this preset makes sure that the volume stays the same. So you can change also how fast this preset reacts to incoming changes by changing here the attack and decay setting. If you make it pretty fast, then it becomes more like a compressor tool. So the best way to use it, in my opinion, is to have a pretty slow decay time, so it changes the volume slowly over time. It's like when you have when you're on stage and the mixing engineer tries to compensate all the sliders slowly. So that was my thinking behind it. There's also a threshold, so below certain levels this plugin doesn't act. So you can also use it on quiet parts of your track. So when you have this drum loop here and there's a quiet part in the middle, so it doesn't boost now here in this part the gain till infinity. So there's no such thing happening when you have this threshold here applied. There's also low pass and high pass where you can filter out certain parts you don't want to analyze. Also a reset button here where you can reset the calculation. And the only downside to this preset is basically that it doesn't save the state when you save the project. When you save the project and load up the project again, it needs some time to analyze the signal again and then apply the new gain values again. So it might be occur that when you have very loud material, very loud tracks in your project and you load up the project and play it back, that these parts are too loud and the reference level needs some time to analyze it and bring the volume down. So this is the only down part to this plugin. So it's pretty handy, I think, for a lot of cases. Try it out. It's free. It's in the package delivered from Bitwig Studio. And give me some feedback on it, and maybe look into the patch, what I've done here, and maybe ask me some questions. I hope I remember everything, because I made some of the patches back in November last year. So let me know in the comments, leave me a thumbs up, and I see you in the next video. Bye.